What do you got for us today?
All right, so hopefully I get everything right today.
We'll see.
We have a couple birthdays.
Whoop, whoop.
Porter Wagner, he was born in 1927. Buck Owens was born in 1929. Do you know Buck?
I do.
Who was Porter?
Are
they just people?
Who was Porter?
Porter Wagner was a country music artist.
Okay.
In fact, Porter Wagner, in his heyday, he actually featured a then unknown rising star country artist on his television show, and that artist was Dolly Parton.
I did know that.
Really?
Yeah.
I cut that
Nice.
fact out. Yes.
Cut it out.
I cut it out.
Like
yeah.
a dick.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm short.
Good thing.
Sorry, what?
Good thing I was here to know everything there is to know about Porter Wagner.
Yes.
And me for asking a question. Like, who?
Yeah,
who?
thank
Who?
you. Thank
Happy
you,
birthday,
Tony.
who? Like, I could just random off like birthday, happy you, happy birthday, you. Like, I don't know who they are. Like, why am I wishing them a happy birthday?
I know, right?
Why is you impotent?
Impotent? Mark Knopfler.
You got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
I had to spell
Knopfler.
that one my own way to know how to say
That's how you do it. Hey, Alex
Yep.
Trebek.
Cooking up
Alex Trebek can
phonics.
do it. You can do it too.
Exactly.
Mark Knopfler.
1949. How beautiful.
Great song.
is that Mark? Knopfler?
So good. It is. Tell us why that's Mark Knopfler. Oh, did you not write that down?
You had the names and dates. She's an awesome co-host.
Oh, wow.
Throwing
I
stuff
was
right at
going
her.
into great detail before, and I was like, well, maybe I could just run through them. Now y'all ask all these questions.
Well, let me tell you, Mark Knopfler.
I even think you educated me on this before
Mark
we started.
Knopfler is the songwriter, singer, and guitarist for the wildly popular band Dire Straits, who, among many other hits, is known for this song.
Dire
That's
Straits.
amazing.
Dire Straits. Yes. Yes. All right, carry on, Jordan.
What a powerful tune.
It's very powerful.
And
It
then,
will live on in infamy forever.
and then the best birthday for last, it is Sir Mix-a-Lot's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
1963. Meow, 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 meow.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Nice. Happy birthday, Sir
Awesome.
Mix-a-Lot.
So happy birthday, all of you.
1963.
Yeah.
Nice.
1963.
So he was
Very young man. He's a young man.
Young
36 before he dropped that album, I think. Was that 95, 94, 95 that came out?
Man, why are you mathing over there?
Yeah,
There's no math on JNC
I can't
podcast.
Help, I don't know. I can't help it.
Oh, he's good at this.
Born in '63 and
Yeah, so-
released in '94 would be 31.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. I didn't say I was mathing good
Wow.
or well.
Sorry,
Damn.
I'm a numbers guy.
Crunch those numbers.
33 1/3% of the time.
You heard it here first, lady. You heard it here first, ladies.
a numbers
Derek's a numbers
guy.
guy.
Bang, bang.
I've got at least 7 of them.
Hey yo, that's digits.
That's right.
Jordan.
Oh, were you just?
It wasn't inches.
Oh, I missed all of that.
I
I'm sorry.
can't.
I was actually reading the comments. Okay, while y'all are messing around over
I
here.
can't with you guys.
Sam Jones is 66 today, as is Pat Metheny.
Metheny. Yep, you read it right.
Meth.
Not to be confused with other Metheny from the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
all
we
know,
know
a
that
Metheny.
one.
Everyone knows that, Metheny.
Oh God. All right, and then moving right
Scott,
along.
by the way,
Oh.
Scott, we have a source that we get our information from, and it's clearly lacking. So you should just hit me up, like if you're feeling froggy on a Wednesday, hit me up with your birthday knowledge, and we'll add it to it because we're always missing like Flash Gordon,
Yeah.
Sam Jones, man, Ted. Anybody know Ted?
Yes.
Savior
I'll
of the
blast it on blow like that was off the chain.
It's so good. All right, Jordan, carry on, my dear.
Oh, right. Thank you, good sir. And then on this day in music history, in 1964, the Beatles' first film, A Hard Day's Night, opened in 500 cinemas with raving reviews. And Time magazine rated it as one of the all-time great 100 films. So
Nice. How about
Nice.
that? Go figure the
Excellent.
Beatles
I
in the
did not know
60s.
that.
I know.
Right?
And their movie. Their one
Interesting.
movie. Wonderful.
No. Yellow Submarine.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they have
Their other
several
movie.
films. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there only two?
Their other-ish movie.
I think there's others.
Oh,
Yeah.
they have otherish. Okay.
Other-ish.
Well, the first one's the only one that matters. so-
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. I've been saying that about American Idol for 15 years.
And here we are, year after year. Oh gosh.
Jill always yells at me. She's like, but a lot of them have done other things. They've all gone to songwriting, producing, directing, Broadway, this and that way. Yeah, but you can't be like the American Idol if you're not the first one to do it, right?
Yeah,
True.
if you're like the
Like the first one.
27th, that's not
Yeah.
like that's still great, but
Yeah. Meh.
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 Yep. Andrew Gentile also chimed in and he said, "Help! Help is another film by the Beatles." There. All right, carry on.
Right,
Rock
right.
on.
My
right.
Wayward Son.
All right. And then in 1968, Mr. Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham.
Nice. You
Bonham.
got it. You got it.
Thank
Bonham.
God. Played
Sound like a
together.
minion.
Bonham. Mine. Played together for the first time when they rehearsed in a studio in London. And the first live dates they played were as the Yardbirds. It was not until the following month that they started to use the name Led Zeppelin, which was one of your guesses tonight. Too.
It was.
And it was very
All right.
wrong, but there you go.
Very
There
wrong,
you go.
but yeah.
But how did you know we had a fact
I'm
about
intuitive.
them? Yeah.
I'm in.
That was a great segue an hour ago.
Yeah. Did you know that they were called the Yardbirds? I didn't know that.
No.
Isn't that
Wait,
weird?
what?
The first live dates they played were as the Yardbirds, and
Led
then a month
Zeppelin.
later they changed their name to Led Zeppelin.
Could be. I mean, I know the Yardbirds that were Eric Clapton and various other popular musicians that kind of went off to do their own thing.
Oh,
So maybe.
so you're fact checking me?
Well, no, I'm just saying that maybe there were two sets of Yardbirds, and they were like, "Well, that's already taken." So,
Or maybe that
Oh,
maybe
maybe.
back then that became the name of people that did something before and went on to something else.
Ah.
Could very well be.
Oh, you're a
very well
yardbird.
Interesting.
He's a yardbird. Like he was this guy, and now he's this guy.
this guy,
They
and
were
now
ragamuffins
Sting.
at
Like
one
Sting's a
time, now they're
yardbird. He was the
yardbirds.
police, and now he's Sting.
Yeah.
Good God.
All right.
And then in 1984, as the Olympic Games came to a close, Lionel Richie performed all night long live from Los Angeles to an estimated television audience of 2.6 billion people around the world.
That's impressive.
That's a lot, huh?
I remember those Olympics.
Yeah, that was a massive deal because MTV had just kind of launched, so music on television was doing its thing. It's very cool.
And I was mad young. I was 6 years old, but I remember being at a house. I don't know whose house it was. I was probably dragged there by my grandparents or my parents or something. But we would run outside. We'd go inside and watch the TV, then run outside, and that's when the cyclists would cruise by. Hundreds of them doing the bicycle race for the Olympics. It was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's crazy.
And they flew by because like hundreds of people. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
nice.
I have a vague memory, but it's still a memory.
I just want to point out,
Very nice, very
Bethany is doing a throwback to Porter Wagner. She said that Porter Wagner was the guy that Dolly Parton wrote "I Will Always Love You" for.
Oh,
Do you know that?
good call.
I did know that actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I
like
did.
that.
Thanks,
I did
Bethany.
too, yeah.
Thank you, Bethany.
By
Great
the way, you
fact.
guys, Bethany was our guest last week. She's an
She's
amazing
great.
country music
Yeah, she's
singer
great.
and songwriter.
She's
So
great.
check out last week's episode with Bethany Lynn and see what she's all about.
Thanks, Bethany.
Carry on, Jordan.
And then in 2006, the founding member of Destiny's Child, LaToya, was #1 on the U.S. album. Yeah, it's not Beyonce, so calm down. On
I
the
didn't say a word.
on the
Who?
U.S. album chart with her debut solo album, LaToya. It was released 6 years after being dismissed from the group and staying away from the spotlight. So, on this day in 2006, LaToya made her comeback
Good for
Made her
her.
come back
without
with
her
the,
child's.
with the
Her
album
child's.
Latoya.
Yes.
Yeah, very original.
for her.
I know. Yeah,
That's okay. Hey, you don't need to be
Hey.
original when you're rocking your own name. That's your
Yeah.
monarch.
Right.
and it's spelt cool.
Yeah.
Her name. It's LE Toya.
Whoa.
Latoya.
LaToya. Okay. Anyway, so and then yeah, no A.
Yeah.
It's very fancy. And then in 2015, this one's from a mom. A second postage stamp was issued in the U.S. with the image of Elvis Presley. The first was introduced in 1993.
It wasn't lonely anymore. It was the second one.
He was so lonely that he died.
But yeah, so it was the second one. The first one was introduced in 1993. This one featured a black and white photograph of Elvis in 1955 and was part of the Music Icon series that began in 2013. So
You gotta love the post office
way
for
to be
that.
on a stamp. Twice Elvis
Bang,
and
bang.
Elvis. Yay!
Yeah.
Yes. Bravo.
Elvis
Bravo.
himself,
Elvis
everyone.
Elvis.
I did that for all you people. And then for a little bit of tea here, there's not a lot going on that's not political or pandemic-y, so it was kind of challenging this week, but I managed to find some good tidbits.
That's
so,
my girl.
Thank you. I learned from the best. So Hank Williams Jr. finally is going to be indicted.
He's gonna be indicted.
Wow.
Inducted.
He's gonna be indicted.
on his criminal charges.
He's gonna be indicted.
Finally.
In the Hall of Fame. He's finally getting indicted.
Finally, some good news that's
Yeah,
not
right.
political.
Being indicted for being Bocephus.
The whale.
Being too cool for country music.
His guitars were only 12 years old.
Aw, it said him and two other people who, I'm sorry, I suck, and I
You
probably-
don't. You're awesome. That was so brilliant.
Talking points.
Yeah, so Hank Williams Jr., Marty Stewart, and Dean Dillon are going to be put in the Country Music Hall of Fame. See how I
There you
avoided
go.
the word? Yeah, see?
girl.
Hall of Fame this year.
That was
Dean
awesome.
Dillon, just so you know, legendary songwriter. He's written so many great songs, but one that you might know more recently is Tennessee Whiskey, which is a massive hit.
Oh.
Dean is actually he was just playing like a little bar recently up in well, not super recently, but within the last few years or year or so.
10 years.
But Ringo got to hang out. Johnny Ringo from the Code Rum,
1994.
the Code Rum Company, got to hang out with him at a little show at like some little. I think it was like the. Of course, it's escaping me.
Oh
now.
my gosh.
There's
What a
just
spell.
little in Grant, Florida. There's like the old fish house restaurant up there, and he was just playing a little show in the bar, like the most of us
Nice.
do.
Where is
And,
Grant, Florida?
It's just north of Sebastian.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, so he was up there performing, and yeah, he's written so many incredible songs. I might even look it up while you carry on.
So in between Sebastian and Melbourne?
Or Coco, I think.
Or-
yeah,
like right-
it's just
Satellite Beach area.
Oh.
just north of Sebastian.
Okay,
You can't
cool.
ask Brad where stuff is at. He doesn't have his glasses on.
You can't see it. You can't see the map.
Yeah, right there, next to the guy wearing the flip flops.
Yeah.
I see him right now.
Oh my God!
gosh.
I'm actually just looking at his giant repertoire of songs that he's written. It's like 3 pages long.
Isn't that amazing that all three of them are just now being put in the Hall of Fame?
But he wrote, for some of our country music fans, he wrote An Empty Glass, which was performed by Gary Stewart. He wrote, let's see, there's some really good ones here. Buddy Brock. I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
that's you, Buddy Brock.
Buddy Brock.
Buddy
Brock.
Buddy Brock and him wrote Honky Tonkville at George Strait. There's a million George Strait songs that he wrote.
That's amazing.
One of the most popular ones is Oceanfront Property. I've got some oceanfront property in
Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, look
yeah.
at you.
So that was a
Yeah.
Dean Dillon hit. Let's see. He wrote some Kenny Chesney songs. Guitars and Tiki Bars. He wrote with
Really?
Kenny Chesney and Mark Tamburino.
Ooh, what a fun last
Real
name.
name.
Right?
What's that?
Tamburino.
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 He wrote a bunch of or co-wrote a bunch of Toby Keith songs, like what's some good ones here? There's some kind of like B-side tunes here. A Little Too Late would probably be the most notable in that. But yeah, like this guy's an incredible
I know
artist
that one.
and is approachable as a human being. That was my whole point, was that like
That's where
you
it's
can
at.
you can go and see him performing these songs at a bar near you. Like it's wild. Anyway,
That's awesome.
I-
That's
I-
awesome.
That is not something that I saw today, so I'm glad that you brought that up. That's
Wait,
very cool.
thank
Congratulations to you guys being
shout
inducted.
out to Paige for that one. She helped me hook up my tea today.
Nice,
So.
Thank you, Paige.
Yeah,
Great
thank
job,
you,
Paige.
Paige,
Thank
coming
you,
in
Paige.
clutch.
For getting Hank
Welcome.
Williams
Yes.
indicted.
Well done.
All the indictments, thanks to her.
And she kind of looked too. She's like, indicted?
Yeah, it's like that's not right. I'm reading it, but that's what's coming out of my mouth. I don't know.
Austin Beale said it's more like being induced.
Into a coma. Yes,
Induced.
a medical coma. And then Scott said the new Yardbirds became LZ.
Okay.
So
all right.
Okay.
okay.
So you're both
Interesting.
right.
Well, I feel like you're kind of right because it seems like everybody just kind of filtered through the Yardbirds
Yeah.
and then became giant stars.
Right.
So, like, that's
I'll take it.
awesome.
We'll
I'll
take
take
it. We'll take it. And last but not least, to get you really just, wheels turning, Elon Musk, the Tesla man, so he's up to
Getting the
something.
wheels
Always
turned.
up to
something.
Is that a pun?
Yeah,
Dude's awesome.
he's like a robot. So he
Dude's off the chain.
apparently invented some chip that he's trying to have
Potato?
put in people's brains that allow you to play music directly in your
Yeah,
brain.
no, stop. Like,
No,
come on,
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
He might have it, but no, we can't go like no.
Is that too much? It's too far.
No, you haven't gone too far, but that's too
That's
far.
too. I mean,
like,
yeah, but that's like
if that's legit, like, oh yeah, because who else? He's Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a backdoor window that
He's
he's,
doing
like, I need you-
everything.
yeah.
I'm sorry, what are you guys saying? I'm playing Metallica in my head right now.
Let me turn it down.
Let me turn my jukebox off in my
Wait,
brain.
wait a second. I just transferred all my money and credit card information to this guy. And play that
That's not
again?
what I want to
Or
do.
what
I
if
just wanted to play money for nothing.
What if they cross signals
Brilliant.
like walkie-talkies kind of, and you start like picking up other people's like music or
Right.
conversation or phone
I
calls?
just want to stop you right there.
Okay.
Jordyn just turned 30 years old. She's talking about walkie-talkies.
Would you use a niner? Would you use a niner in
Who are
there?
you calling from a walkie-talkie?
I feel like she might be lying about her age.
Wait, are you saying that I'm too young for walkie-talkie?
When was the last time somebody like
Used a walkie-talkie?
88.
legitimately used a
80
walkie-talkie?
1988.
No.
I don't know about you all, but maybe
89.
I was a poor child, but we had them when we were like 10, so I don't
The
know.
last walkie-talkie I used was a Nextel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was like after. That was fancy.
We still use them in the restaurant industry.
Yeah, that too. Oh, yeah, we used them at the old folks' home.
I used to love those. Those
They're
little
all busted.
earpieces.
Yeah.
And the managers be like, you have to wear them. You have to wear them. So,
You're
all
like
right, fine.
You're like a secret agent.
Yeah. And I would leave it on full blast when I was going to the bathroom. Hostesses, busboys, all the managers are like, who's in the bathroom?
I'd just start singing random
Awesome.
songs to everybody.
Hilarious. So ridiculous.
Awesome. So don't
Nice
put
job, Jordan. That was
don't
a
put a
good-
chip in your brain, people.
No,
Thanks.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was
Tony,
it?
That's it.
Oh, the
That's
Jordy
it for today.
team!
Oh, and
The Jordy Files.
yes, thank you.
Jordy
thank
Files.
That was great.
Yeah.
Amazing. As usual.
You. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't
great.
too bad this
That was
week.
informative.
I only slaughtered
was
like 3
informative.
things, so we're
That was
good.
I like that. I like that. I never
Thank
knew
you.
about the Yardbirds.
See?
Didn't know that. Now I know that.
Thank
know?
you. Thank
Always
you.
learning things.
If you're not learning, you're not living. You got to,
Yep.
every day.
Ashley Morales says, my tour bus came with 4 walkie-talkies.
See?
And so she just keeps gloating about this massive RV that she just bought, and I'm very jealous. And she continues to make us jealous. So
And she calls it her tour
No.
bus.
she calls it her tour
Are they,
bus.
That's fantastic.
what do they call it when it's like when you're? Is that a walkie-talkie, like when you're in that, is that like security like phone?
Or is that so in the big RV you can like
I don't know.
communicate to each other?
Yeah,
like,
but all you have to do is
"I'm in
turn
the
around.
bathroom."
You just have to turn around and go, "Hey, I'm over here." Hey.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you use the walkie.
Talk on the walkie-talkie, damn it, like we talked about.
Press the button first.
And say 10-4 when you're done.
Right? Use the code names.
It's over and out.
The code name.
Over.
Over.
So ridiculous. Oh my God. All right, you
Oh,
guys.
wow.